Yes, people, FJTV, I apologise for the lighting, but really I'm not going to complain because it's England, it's May, we're starting to get summer vibes already, so it is what it is. I'm going to do my best, like I always say, to keep this one short and sweet. In recent times my videos have been a little bit longer, and I really am just getting to the point where the video's going as long as my phone memory can hold. But I've got training in a bit. I've started to not be a bigger fan of doing a video before training, for the simple fact that I don't want to put too much energy, you know, especially when I start getting a bit animated or whatnot. But it is what it is. I'm going to do a quick video, probably cap it at about 15 minutes. I'm already a minute in anyway. And then we'll go training, it's all good. So cool. So springboarding off my most recent video, I know I've done some shorts, chopping up the last, I want to say 6 videos. Done some shorts. But my last video, celibacy, not incel. Or sorry, not in celibacy. Whether that's even a real word, I don't think it is, but fuck it, I've made it up, so cool. Springboarding off that, because part of me after re-watching it, like I said, when I was chopping up for the shorts, in the back of my mind I was thinking, I could maybe do a part 2, because there's some things that I didn't really say as much as in that video. It was what, 2 o'clock in the morning. Just from literally doing, like I said, that nightly routine, or part of the nightly routine. The breath work, the stretches, that one specific yoga pose I've done an actual video on. Obviously shameless plug, go check that one out. The title of the video, the only yoga pose you need for quote unquote enlightenment. Anyway, from doing that, doing the breath work, and then I was just compelled to make a video, and I thought, cool, I'm getting all these thoughts, let me write it down. And just again, another point, like I said, there's a million and one examples when I say we are in a simulated reality. None of this is real, and you can go 2 ways with that, because ultimately we live in duality, yeah, male and female, black and white, up and down, whatever, positive, negative, you get me, yeah. But for me, it should be a liberating knowledge, and it is a liberating knowledge, knowing that, okay, none of this is real, so where does that leave us? We're immortal souls in human avatars. Of course, as soon as I click play on my phone, 3 cars, make that 4 cars turn up. But it's all good, because we're going to keep it going anyway. Like I said, we're immortal souls in human avatars. We're in here for these life experiences to learn and grow. And ultimately, I don't want to be preaching to the choir too much and thus drag out the video unnecessarily. But one thing I will say, the second I'm not even going to say tempt fate, but what I will say is, you know, once again, shout out Jason Brashears from the RKX YouTube channel, and another shout out Mr. Traumatic, not only for his music, but he's the one who posted the link to the RKX YouTube channel, which is how I found it in the first place. But when he says about breaking pattern, obviously talks about it's been a simulation, we're in immortal beings, blah, 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 blah. And again, this isn't just me saying, well, this person says it and I kind of agree, so I'm just going to repeat the same info. This was the synchronicity and the confirmation I needed, where as much as you don't need to seek outside of yourself for the answers, but when you do see the signs, you do see the synchronicities, and you do see a fellow immortal soul standing in their power, speaking the truth, then you can go, oh, okay, cool. I know I'm not crazy, because as I said, I know I'm not crazy, yeah. And again, cool, that's almost 4 minutes in. Like I said, I'll try and capture it like 15 minutes and we'll get going, then we'll go train. But I decided to break pattern. I went and seen a couple of my boys. Same sort of friendship group, if you like, from school days, that every now and then I have to distance myself from for no other reason than I don't want to be just sitting in a pub or going on nights out, drinking alcohol, smoking cigarettes or vapes, which doesn't always happen, and even then going out and chasing girls or whatever when I know it's not conducive to my plans or my purpose at the very moment. But every now and then it's like, okay, cool, let me put on, almost like when I put on a certain outfit, it's like I'm putting on that sort of mask to go out into the matrix. Even though I'm not being fake, I'm still being myself, but it is what it is. But cool. After going and seeing them, I thought, you know what, let me break pattern. I went basically to a shop that I would have no reason going in. And lo and behold, as I'm walking in, I bump into an old personal training client who, she obviously changed her number from a couple of years ago. So I hadn't heard of her for a couple of years. And of course we bump into each other and we have a quick conversation, get a new number. Been talking to her a little bit in recent times. And again, I don't want to put too much of my business out there on the internet, but of course this would come after I do my video. Celibacy, not in celibacy. And the same way it was owed into the end of 2022, so a long time ago, when I happily hold man's beside, I did re-download Tinder. But when at the time I was making the videos talking about, you know, ism, which again, shout out the YouTube channel, Madhu Sudana. I know the lad's actual name is Zar or Zahir. I apologise if I've mispronounced that. But when he's talking about the ism, which is basically just game, and essentially talking about, same when you hear it in certain musicians or rappers, if they are pimps who are obviously making music rather than a rapper talking about pimping, whatever. And when I said at that time, then I was like allowing the right women around me, and just seeing my vision for my outlook was getting more and more clear in my own mind and connecting the dots. I know I'm 6 minutes in, but I'm going to keep it running. I'm going to do my best not to keep looking at the timer. But the same way, bumping into an old client, and I said to myself, and some of the stuff she was saying via the messages, reminding myself, and then the same as, like I said, end of 2022. Let me go like that, because I don't mind getting the sun on me. If it looks blurry, it is what it is. Going into 2023, and saying, I know it's about being on the right frequency, standing in your power. Jesus Christ. Bro, someone almost flipped their car trying to drive over a hill thinking they're clever. Anyway, it's the Matrix, bro. Yeah, it's the Agent Smith. Like I said, I load up my video. It goes 6 o'clock on the dot. I think to myself, you know what, let me kill 15 minutes with the video and then we'll go train. But anyway, I'll keep it stepping. As I said, the right women, but it's still up to me, knowing what I know, using past experiences, extrapolating from those, understanding, then hearing, like I said, another person's perspective when they're saying things from a certain angle, which confirms in my mind, okay, that's A, I know I'm not crazy, like I said, but B, that's what I've kind of been thinking about, and I'm just trying to almost collect and structure these thoughts. And the same, like I said, brother, it's got to be financially viable. And I said that at the end of 2022, going into 2023. And like I said, I re-downloaded the dating app knowing full well I've got no business going on Tinder unless it really is, bro. I'm on minimum, I don't know, months of a real SR streak, as well as I'm doing what I know I need to be doing in my personal life, yeah. But the same, like I said, cool, bumped into someone. I already know I'm in a matrix. It is what it is. You could call it small world. Some people keep it on a human level. To me, there are no coincidences. There are only synchronicities, and it's up to you to see them. Same way again. Being at this park as well, I do a little bit of breath work while sat on a bench in the sun. I turn my 3G off, just because I think, I don't want the, these phone technologies are a tool and nothing more. But as soon as I sit there, and then after, like, the first dog walk, whatever goes past, and there's just no one, I'm just doing the breath work, like letting the sun hit me, closing my eyes at times, just focusing on my breath. And just knowing what I know, that, like I said, I know I'm not crazy. I know it's a case of the future doesn't exist. You do really create that. Obviously, yeah, sure, manifestation. But it's essentially bringing stuff from the thought field into your physical field. And like I'm saying, the same way, the second I do that celibacy video, and then I go out and I see people, or I'm out and about, and then obviously the sun starts shining, the weather's getting nicer, I'm seeing the good looking girls, and I just remind myself, it's up to me, knowing what I know. I'm not no simp, yeah. I don't need to be chasing unnecessarily. There's nothing wrong with obviously talking to people, but putting all my focus and energy onto that when I know I've got 1,000,001 things I'm doing, not even trying to do, because do or do not, there is no try. And we keep it going, bruv. That's like almost 10 minutes again. I don't want it to just be rambling and waffling. This can be a self-improvement vlog. But Sam, like I said, as soon as that happens, bruv, as soon as I go out, oh yeah, and I have 2 non-alcoholic beers, if you can even call it beers, it was Copperberg, if anyone knows what that is. My UK people know what that is. And again, just like I'm saying, it was that quick thing of like, okay, I'm around people. People are talking about nights out. People are talking about going to different cities again. Reminding myself, until I'm at a slightly different place in my life, I've got no business doing that, because again, that was what I was doing before, when I still had shit to do, and then I was going down the negative rabbit holes. And again, I don't want to be putting out negativity. I don't want to be speaking negatively. But anyways, like I said, then of course I go over the road to a supermarket I wouldn't have a reason to go into otherwise. And then I bump into someone, and it is what it is, and going from there. And like I said, same way, As I said, I really do this with the PT, and it's up to me to be articulating to this person. Not to put my whole business out there, but basically, bro, I'm still PT mode, yeah. I don't want to hear nothing about, like, yeah, like I said, not putting my business out there, but I don't need friends, I don't need this, I don't need that. It's got to be financially viable. As I've said already, and I'll say it again in this, if anyone, but specifically with the women, they want my time and my energy, you got to pay me. And if you want this D, you got to pay that fee, yeah? And again, not to be this, not to be that. The reason why I really did come to that understanding is because just where I am in life and the future, as much as it isn't 100% predetermined, but I know I can create and manifest the life I truly want to live, knowing ultimately the ultimate source of creation, whatever you want to call it, brother, the universe, God, the oversoul, knowing full well I'm divinely protected, my higher self guides me. It's up to me to humble myself and allow the wisdom to flow through me. And then there is the specific practices to do, but if you want to get deep with it, the same, like I said, you are in control of this physical avatar, and that's why it's fitness journey. It's this physical fitness of this avatar, bruv, yeah? Because that is what truly led to my awakening. And then when you really get deep with it, okay, none of this shit's real. Okay, I'm in the 3D. Okay, like I said, it's just atoms and pixels. But knowing what I know, knowing how, as I said, certain breath work, certain meditation, certain ways of training, even literally just, bruv, shit like the cold showers that force you to almost hyperventilate, but then calm yourself down. And then you just see, bruv, to use the quote, "No weapon forged against me shall prosper." And then I've seen it in real time, bruv. In times when I wasn't, even then, like, it's different stages of the awakening. But any time I really did, like I said, had to dig my heels into the mud, stand in my power, look the devil in the eyes almost, but really and truly look whatever entities in front of me in the eyes, and stand in my power and just be like, you know what, whatever happens, happens. I'm ready to go. Let's go. Let's see who's bad. Let's see who's really got a pair of bollocks on them, yeah? But again, this is the reason why I said I don't want to get too hyper and animated before going and training. We're nearly at the 15-minute mark, so I'll lock it off and go from there. As I said, bro, just to wrap up the video, this is one of the self-improvement vlogs. I'll probably maybe say positive over negative, unless I've already used that caption on one of the self-improvement vlogs. But as I said, I broke pattern, bumped into someone knowing, again, this is just another opportunity that comes my way. Not even on no extrapolating resources from someone, but just, bruv, like I said, I really do this with the PT and the coaching. What's that, my darling? You're saying you're thinking holiday, but you want to get a little bit better in shape? Come on now, yeah? Oh, yeah, but I've been going to the gym. That's fine then. So I got no business just, oh, you know, oh, we could have a catch-up. No, I've got no business doing that. Got no business messaging girls I've already known from back in the day, whether I did or didn't do whatever, when I'm feeling this or feeling that. Then thinking, maybe if I did. But then reminding myself, I don't need to chase. Yeah, we attract. Yeah. And then meditating, knowing what I know. I've got to stay militant and diligent and focused on the path I'm walking. And as I've said loads of times on this channel, and I know I'm speaking to the choir, but one often meets his destiny on the path he takes to avoid it. As much as we can pull at the strings of that and saying, well, you know, there is no destiny, you make your own luck, you make your own life, blah, blah, blah. The only thing that exists is the here and now. I can agree with all of that because, again, it's duality. As I see 13:33 on the timer, aka a 333. I'm not going to say too much as suddenly there's more people pulling up more cars, whatever, it's later in the evening. If people want to come enjoy the sun, it's none of my business at this beautiful nature reserve. I've got to go train, yeah, I've got to go sweat out. Yeah, get a sweat on, get the training on. But yeah, just to wrap up the video, as I was saying, bruv, yeah, I know what I know, it's just keeping going. Anytime the negative external, I just remind myself, I center myself, we take a big inhalation, and no matter where I am on the map in this matrix, knowing I'm an immortal soul, bruv, there's nothing this negative entities can do to me, yeah, on any level, for one thing, and there's nothing the negativity of the perceived AI, or really that's just my own brain downloading the thoughts and putting them into a certain way and be like, nah, we just refocus. We keep it going, yeah, no matter what. I understand the path I'm going. I understand these videos, again, serve as a blip in time. Same way I get the goosebumps because I know what I'm thinking and I know what I'm saying. This is why I keep myself calm and collected, because I'm about to go train. I'm about to go hit pads and spar and hit the bag. So it's all good, yeah. So let me not you know, get too hyper before it's time to go train. But as always, man, stay up, stand your purpose. You know what you need to be doing, bro. Don't ever let the negativity get you down. And for the man them, like I said, bro, if you're really taking the semen retention seriously, you're really taking your celibacy seriously, you'll see, bro, the right women will slowly but surely tiptoe closer and closer to you. If it's a case of, bro, I'm not even saying don't cold approach, bro. If you want to do your thing, I know I'm over the 15-minute mark, but you want to do your thing, go do your thing, bro. But end of the day, bro, stay up, stand your purpose, yeah, let's go train, let's go.